Nathan Massey. God, he's tall. How y'all doing? Hell yeah, I like that answer, because it's about the only time and place you can give that kind of answer, because I did it in the most inappropriate place one time, and I was the only motherfucker on that pew that did it. True story. I had a friend of mine, I told him whenever I was coming out here tonight, he said to me, he said, Nate, when you go do this show, he said, you need to go hard. I said, man, I'm 32 years old, everywhere I go hard. Kind of hard right now. Stop looking. If y'all notice, I am drinking water, and I'll tell you why. Because the first time I got up on stage to do stand-up, I had 3 shots of Jaeger right before I got up here. Thinking that was going to break the tension. Nope, just made me forget a bunch of shit I was going to say. And I always record myself just to see what y'all see while I'm up here on stage. I went home that first night watching the videotape thinking to myself, oh my God, I bet that people thought I was special and doing stand-up was my make-a-wish. I also like comparing things in life. I think stand-up's kind of like my first sexual experience. It was scary, exciting, and quick. After about 5 minutes, a few beers later, I was ready to do that shit again. It's good to be in Arlington, right? Yeah. Y'all guys know how to party. Last time I was up here doing a show, I had a guy that was heckling me the whole time through my host set in the front row. And when I first started doing comedy, I wrote a great heckle line. Y'all tell me if it's great. At the end of my set, I walked up to him and I said, hey man, don't try to pick no fight with me when I get off stage because I'm a pussy. Because I'm the type of guy I believe you are what you eat. Amen. So why are you being such a dickhead? Oh snap. I went redneck gangster on that motherfucker, didn't I? Hell yeah, that's the way I roll. I got a blue flag hanging out my backside, but only on the left side. Yeah, that's the crib side. Love you, Snoop. How many people have kids out here? Sound like y'all pretty happy to be away from them little bastards. I got 3 kids, and all 3 of my kids are picky eaters. One doesn't like salad, one doesn't like corn, and one doesn't like mashed potatoes, and this puzzles me, because when all 3 of them were younger, all 3 of them used to eat sand. My son ate so much sand one time, he shit a chandelier. It's a true story. I got it hanging in my house. It sure is pretty, but it's a shitty source of light. Now, I feel blessed to have 3 good kids, and I'll tell you how I know they're good is because when we're sitting down on the couch watching 911, my kids will chime in and say, I beat that kid's ass. 911, that's some lady with some patience. Some little kid will kick his mama, she'll grab that parent and say, and what you need to do is tell little Timmy it's not nice to kick mommy. I'm like, fuck that. I got a cattle prod that'll fix that shit. That's what I call shock therapy. Hey, kids that acting like that, them little bastards will glow in the dark. I was telling the guy one time I had 3 kids, he said, man, I bet you never get any kind of rest. And I said, no, I do thanks to a 6-pack. He's like, hell yeah, drink it up. I said, no man, you don't understand. I got 3 kids, you each one of them 2 beers. They sleep all fucking night long. Just kidding, I don't give my kids alcohol, but then try Minix for it to work like a fucking charm. Benadryl, hell yeah. That's the sweet stuff right there. Now, I have been married before. One thing that irritated me the most about my ex, she just had no common sense. One time after 9/11 attacks, I came home from work and she bought 10 rolls of duct tape and 10 rolls of plastic wrap. I'm like, what the hell are you gonna do with that? She said, I'm gonna seal up this house just in case we have a chemical attack. I'm like, we live in a trailer. Why don't you find out where them ants and rats are coming in and plug that motherfucking hole? I was always sexually frustrated when I was married to my ex because sex to her was like an Olympic event. She thought she only had to participate once every 4 years. Yeah, that bitch never brought home the gold, neither. I did figure out how I could have sex with my ex, though. I just had to wait till she fell asleep. Pray like hell she wouldn't wake up. She'd be pissed off at me and my girlfriend. Hey, y'all don't judge me. When I was married to my ex, she was very abusive. One time hit me in the nuts with a meat tenderizer. That's a true story. I got pissed off. I'm like, why the hell are you trying to tenderize something I can't get you to stick in your mouth? Y'all can take that one home with you. Before I get out of here, I don't want y'all to think I'm an asshole or nothing like that. I am the type of guy that likes to help out somebody whenever I can. I saw a guy standing on the street corner the other day, and he's holding a sign that said, "Homeless Hungry." And I felt sorry for him, so I gave him a check for $100. As I drove away, I called that check in stolen. Y'all don't judge me. Y'all be having no thanks to me. Won't be homeless or hungry for the next 5 to 10 years. I'm going to put my tax dollars to work right there. Now, I had this lady get pissed off at me, and she decided she was going to tell me about it at the end of my show, and she walks up to me and she said, "Well, you wouldn't find it very funny if you were the one begging for money." I said, "Listen, lady," I said, "as long as there's a help wanted sign in the window and I'm physically able," I said, "I ain't begging for shit." She said, "Well, what if you couldn't read or write to fill out an application?" It's like the motherfucker knows how to spell homeless and hungry. I said, "Listen, lady," I said, "won't you stop begging me?" And she said, "I ain't begging you for nothing." I said, "Yes, you are begging me for an apology, but you ain't gonna get it. But I'll tell you what I will give you. I'll give you a check for $100. That's my time. Thank y'all very much.
Nathan Massey, everybody. I know, you didn't even pay for that. That's extra. That's a bonus. That's like an appetizer and a dessert. Where was that laughter when I was doing jokes? All right, we're going to keep it going. Bring up